Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be focusing on the implosion of Sarah Ingham as an influencer, and by extension the Ingham family channel, right? Because she's nothing if not controversial, and she has recently been just destroying her channel, basically destroying her self-image, her public image, and everything else like that. And she took to Instagram, right? She's just back in the UK, as we know, but she's taken to Instagram to post a very controversial point, very controversial, I'd say, regarding them, how the UK is compared to how Dubai is, and it's not gone down well. So this is what she posted. on Instagram. It was rather controversial, just back into the UK, and she said, "Getting hate for ruining my children's lives because we moved to Dubai, and now instead of living amongst this," and a picture of the riots in the UK that have been happening recently. Very tactful, Sarah, very tactful indeed. And then she goes on to post the next slide, which said, "We spend our days living like this." So yeah, absolutely lovely. That's lovely, isn't it? People in the UK are living amongst those riots. They are having to live through that. Some of their lives have been ruined, right, by that. But not only that, but it's not all of the UK. It literally is not all of the UK. I've not seen a riot. Look, looked out my window this morning. There was no riots going on there. It's just a small minority of the UK, right? Yes, it's a problem, obviously, but it's not the whole of the UK. So to taint the whole UK with the same, everything is just wrong. But she got a lot of backlash. Like, I've never seen her or any Ingham get this much backlash for one post ever, right? And they have posted a lot of shit in their time, but this stole the show, took the biscuit. So these are just a few of the comments that were left very lovingly on her post. This person said, "I urge you to take this down, Sarah. To use the recent riots as an example of why you moved to Dubai is not only incorrect, but also highly insensitive. What is happening in the UK right now is very serious and shares zero comparison to the hate you receive, or the reasons why you decided to move. You are simply trying to use it to make a point, which hasn't been successfully made here. This video won't ever be received, even by loyal viewers, the way you thought it would, and instead," right, so basically this person's saying, and it's very right, is in that the riots and whatever's happening in the UK right now is not the reason why they moved to Dubai, right? These are only recent events. They've been in Dubai quite a few months, and she's using it to make the point of why she moved to Dubai. This isn't why she moved to Dubai. It's incorrect. It's misleading information, and it's just to prove her point. You can't be serious with this post. It's distasteful on so many levels. It's like you think everyone in the UK was presented with a choice of living in Dubai or in the UK, and the ones who stayed made the wrong choice. Exactly. They have the ability to go and live wherever they want to live, and yet slag off the people who can't afford to do likewise, isn't it, Sarah? Just remember though that not all of the UK is like that. I live in Cornwall, and we've had no riots, no protests, and we go down to the beaches and watch sunsets just like that. I completely understand how dangerous though the bigger cities are. Now, that's a very good point, and the one that I was trying to make. I've looked out my window this morning, not one single rioter, I was expecting to see a full face mask, helmets and all sorts, but nothing out there as we speak, right? Nothing. Maybe later on today, maybe, you never know, right? But as this person says, Cornwall completely free of the riots, and they go down to the beach, just like Sarah is saying that her kids do to enjoy life, right? I support you and your move to Dubai. However, this post has come across extremely insensitive. I'm pretty sure anyone with children, myself included, wishes we could take them away from everything that is happening in the world right now. However, that isn't possible for everyone, and not everyone is as fortunate, unfortunately. And unfortunately, these types of things can happen anywhere in the world, and in fact they absolutely do in quite a few countries right now. Same thing, right? Absolutely same thing. Not every country is like the UK, and not every country is like Dubai. Not every country is like Spain. You get the message, right? So there are lots of countries right now that are going through similar sort of uprisings, shall we say, and what have people been saying? A civil war. Oh, it's a fucking civil war. Get over yourselves. Yeah, it's, you know, there are problems wherever you go in the world, including Dubai, I may add. In fact, Dubai have a lot more problems than the average country. Feel sad about this post. I don't understand what you're expecting to achieve by posting it. Congratulations for looking after your family and doing what is best for you. But surely the majority of your fan base is UK based. That's very true. Oh, way to shit all over your fan base, isn't it? And this is offensive to us all. Please correctly inform yourself of any ongoings before you post scary, misleading posts like this. That's very true as well, because Sarah has admitted that she doesn't know what's going on, and yet she posts pictures scaremongering people about what is in her head going on, right? So she needs to educate herself before she posts anything. Honestly, this is so disrespectful. Stop going on about it and rubbing it in at this point. You have family and friends here. Literally no one is fussed. You've gone. I've been a fan for years, but like, this was just irksome to watch. And see, that's fans, actual fans, not just haters, right? Actual fans not happy about it. Why is Chris posting about Elon Musk then? Elon Musk apparently was going on about the riots, so Chris being very hypocritical, not like him, obviously. Please know that it is not the whole of the UK. The anti-racism demonstrations are far greater than these awful riots. Of course, you have to do what is right for your children and family, but please don't let these awful situations make you feel bad or something like that. Cut the rest of it off. But yeah, they don't talk about the anti-racism celebrations, demonstrations. Just talk about the things that go with their little, you know, their narrative. You can't pretend like this represents the whole of the UK. Everywhere has its issues, and where Dubai may be perfect to you, it's not perfect to the slave labour who serves your perfection. And that is a very good point, right? Because they don't talk about the slave labour. You know, the people, when they say, oh, this is so cheap, this is so this is so that, that's because it's people being paid such a little amount of money to serve them, right? And they don't understand that is what's happening. It's sad you're so hateful towards the country that you were born and raised in. If you hate it so much, though, you should just sell your UK home and actually buy in Dubai, as renting is such a waste of money. And that's a very good point. Again, I don't understand why they just don't sell up in the UK. They don't like it there. They don't want to be there most of the time. And they have this house in Dubai, which they haven't even bought. It's rented, which is a waste of money. If they want to be in Dubai, just be in Dubai. Buy a house in Dubai. And what they're doing right now, as you'll see from my other video today, is just, it's such a waste. A way to make something about you, as always, obviously. This is so distasteful. A reminder to you that no matter where you live, you are still British by birth. No other YouTube family would post something so utterly distasteful, and yet you wonder why you get so much online opinions and hate just because you are lucky enough to make a living from YouTube and move wherever you want. And that's very true again. But the problem is here that sometimes they do things which are intentionally controversial. Sarah will say things intentionally controversial because she knows it'll get the engagement up. But on this occasion, I'm not so sure that she did do that because she ended up deleting a lot of these comments, well, most of the comments, right? So she didn't want the comments there. If it was for engagement, she'd just leave them, right? It just makes her look stupid, basically. If you don't want people saying bad things about you living in Dubai, then don't say anything bad about living in the UK. It's simple. Again, very good point. This is not a true representation of the UK at the moment at all. You've been listening to too many media scaremongering reports, and this post is no better. You know, they go on about doing your own research and, the mainstream media being this, that and the other, but this post is no better, as they say, because Sarah is just putting her opinion based on nothing across and making people feel like this is the case. And people who don't live in the UK are running with this, you know. People are seeing it all over the media and thinking, yeah, this is how the UK is. It's bad. It's all happening. It's civil war and everything else, like. And it's nothing of the sort over here at all. It's fine that you moved, but saying this now, sorry but no. It wasn't that bad when you left. It just escalated recently, so that is not really a reason you can name. I don't understand the hate you receive for moving, but this post is so wrong on so many levels. You have the right to move away, but you don't have the right to shame others who live in the UK because most cannot afford to up and leave to a country in the Middle East. Mind you, most people wouldn't want to up and move to a country in the Middle East because the Middle East are not really not all that it's cracked up to be. That's not a true image of the UK. The UK has wonderful, proud, respectful residents and is a beautiful place to visit and live. I'm sorry you feel that way about the UK. Money, they say, changes a person, but please don't disrespect or slander a beautiful, powerful country over your own problems. Live your life and be happy. And that's quite a good way to end that, because Sarah is always saying, just live your own life, do what you're doing, right? But she's doing the exact same thing she claims everybody else does, and she is dictating why it's bad to live in the UK because of like a screenshot of an incident that happened somewhere that's not even related to where they live, probably, right? But on that, just a little view of what Sarah actually thinks of the UK. She posted this too. The UK is a shithole. That's just my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Not everyone has to agree. If everyone felt the same, no one would be living in the UK. Not necessarily true. Not everybody can afford to move out of the UK, right? I felt the same when I lived there full time. You don't live here at all, let alone full time, part time, whatever, you know. And I feel the same now. So much wrong is with it. It's crazy. If you love it and you're happy there, then I'm pleased for you. But don't try and tell people they can't have an opinion just because they got themselves out of a situation they weren't happy in. The problem with you, Sarah, is that you're not happy in the UK. You don't dislike the UK as a whole. You dislike what it became for you because of what your husband did. Your husband roused up a whole range of young women, right? Girls, teens, right? And people got a little bit upset about it. And that is why the UK became what it became for you, because of what you did. not because of what the government are doing to you, you know? So there's that. Anyway, that's just how Sarah is intending to end her career right now, because to be honest with you, it was horrendous, the amount of backlash that she's got, and not just from haters, from fans as well. So we can expect her downfall very shortly, and the Ingham family YouTube, by extension, their downfall too. So if you've appreciated this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We do this every single day. We've got more videos, in fact got more today. Come back for that later on. Until next time, have a lovely day, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.